Hey everyone, Mitch coming in for the Commander's Core studio. Welcome to the show. So, guess who's back again. Okay, well, like, spoiler season kind of is back a little bit because Wizards is like, people aren't paying attention to us. Oh, no. Spoiler, there you go. So, yeah, Katilda and Lier are back as well, though, together on a single card, a 3/3 human. Yeah, I didn't realize that, I guess, I mean, I think one was a druid, right, and one's like a wizard. But they probably took, the other two, subclasses off because they're like, we don't want to, have too much text in that, column. We don't want to just throw those creature types in. I said subclass. I've been playing too much D&D lately. I mean, not too much, but this is beside the point. 3/3 human for green, white, blue. There we go. Whenever you cast a human spell, target instant social card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost equal to its mana cost. So yeah, be able to flashback another card. Basically, again, if you don't know what that is, you may cast that card from your graveyard for its flashback cost, then exile it. So basically, give your spells a second chance. And yeah, human tribal, you've got plenty of fantastic humans to pick from throughout the years of Magic. We've got a ton of great humans, and now just cast some humans. Then, hey, when we do so, we get access to our spells again. So yeah, there's some very powerful things that you can do with this. Again, human tribal already can just be a very powerful thing, and now on top of that, human flashback tribal. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyways, yeah, there are a lot of great cards that work really well with this brand new, exciting commander. And yeah, I'm going to be breaking those cards down into budget buys, which are cards that are less than $1, and then also pricier picks with cards that are, well, more than $1, and some of which are much more than $1. On top of that, there's going to be a card list link in the description below. So yeah, every single card I talk about on this episode, if you are interested in this commander, make sure you check out that link because, well, when new exciting commanders like this one are spoiled, sometimes cards that work really well with it tend to go up in price sooner rather than later. So yeah, if you are interested in this commander, make sure you check out that link in the description below. And now with all that said, let's jump into it. Now, like I mentioned, we've got a lot of fantastic humans to pick from. Avacyn's Pilgrim, hey, a 1/1 for just a single mana, and what's it do? It taps for a white. This is a fantastic mana dork. Low to the ground, so again, just 1 mana for us to cast it so that we can flash something else back. That's better than Snapcaster Mage value. And of course, also, this allows you to tap for mana as well, so it can just utilize that mana for other things, like maybe a Somberwald Sage. I mean, think turn 1 this, turn 2 Somberwald Sage. You're off to a really good start, because Somberwald Sage is a 0/1 for 3 mana that can tap to add 3 mana in any one color. And so it's being able to cast creature spells, so this can help you cast more and more humans. It can't help you with your flashback, but that's fine. Cast more and more humans, get them into play, utilize your other mana for flashing back. Here in Blade Elite, a great card in a human tribal deck. 1/1, Vigilant. Whenever another human enters the battlefield under your control, you get a counter on here in Blade Elite, and then you can tap to add X mana of any one color where X is its power. So yeah, you're going to be playing a lot of humans, a ton of humans throughout the game. This gets more and more massive, and then you can tap this for an absurd amount of mana, again, for both more humans, and then also for more flashback effects. And you know who's great in a Katilda deck? Well, Katilda, right? We got another Katilda. Here we go. Katilda Darnheart Prime, a 1/1 human warlock that has protection from werewolves, so that's nice. I mean, if you have to be playing against your friend's werewolf deck. If not, still a great card. Hey, human creatures you control have tap at 1 mana of any of this creature's colors, and on top of that, pay 4 green-white tap. You get a counter on each creature you control, so you can make your army even more massive. Or, yeah, I mean, just at a base level, hey, all your creatures are going to be tapping for a mana. That's absolutely incredible. Again, when you're making a lot of humans, when you're getting a lot of humans into play, now you can use them to, well, cast more humans, and then also to flash things back. Kyler's Guardian Adversary is a great one as well. 2/2 Human Cleric. When another human enters the battlefield under your control, get a counter on it. And then other humans you control get ++1 for each counter on Kyler. So the more humans you get into play, the more massive this gets, and the more massive all your humans get. Yeah, you can take your opponents out in absolutely no time once you're set up properly. Mentor the Meek. Speaking of setting up, this is just a great card. Hey, another creature enters the battlefield under your control that's got power 2 or less, just pay a single mana. When you do, draw a card. Many of these humans start off very tiny, so yeah, I mean, get your Avacyn's Pilgrims into play, your Somberwald Sages into play, and just draw some cards, dig deeper in your deck to get more, well, humans. And if you are utilizing a lot of those mana dork type humans, ones that can tap for mana, cards like Energy Arc and Dramatic Reversal can be incredible. Hey, Do you want to untap those mana dorks to use them again? Great, do so with Energy Arc. Untap any of target creatures. Those creatures neither deal nor receive combat damage this turn. This is a flexible card that can be great, to protect you. Basically like a fog in a way. And then also, hey, just, if you need to untap your mana dorks, tap them all for mana. Tap a ton of mana, once you get going with, things like Hero Blade Elite, etc., etc. And then utilize 2 of that mana to untap all of them to tap again. So to cast even more humans and more flashback. And yeah, with an instant like this, flash it back, have fun. Dramatic Reversal, untap all non-land permanents you control. Yeah, very straightforward. Hey, you know what? Let's just get more and more mana. Cast this essentially twice in the same turn for just a giant boost of mana. And cast Camaraderie to draw a ton of cards. Gain X life, draw X cards, X number of creatures you control. And on top of that, creatures get a nice little boost, ++1 until end of turn. So gain some life, draw a ton of cards, and yeah, dig deep in your deck for more humans and more instant sorceries that you can then, again, flash back. So yeah, you might be able to even, flash this back on the exact same turn for even more value once you get things going with those kind of dramatic reversal setups. Next up, though, when it comes to our pricier picks, Esper Sentinel. Yeah, that's a human soldier. It's an artifact creature, human soldier. So yeah, I kind of forgot that this was actually human because it is an artifact creature. Regardless, hey, whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card unless that player pays X for X is Esper Sentinel's power. That's even just 1 mana is going to be tough for players to, justify paying all the time. It's going to be tough for them to do so. It's kind of like basically like a Rhystic Study in that way, kind of, but more like a Mystic Remora also as well. Regardless, hey, draw a bunch of cards with this. If you can pump it, it's going to be even harder for your opponents to actually justify paying that, or even impossible at a certain point. And yeah, again, it's just a 1 mana human. So pay 1. Basically, Snapcast or something. Have fun. Sarah Sennett, speaking of fun, a 1/1, just a little 1/1 with lifelink, but also if you got 30 more life, it gets +5/+5 and has flying. So essentially, a very early game 6/6 flyer for just a single mana. That again, when you're utilizing with your commander, it's just again a 1 mana. Give something flashback. Mother of Runes, a great card. Mom, 1/1. Tap. Target creature control gains protection for the color of your choice until end of turn. So yeah, with these pricier picks, we've got even more low to the ground fantastic humans to pick from. And yeah, some great ones with these. Another great one is technically human with Realm Walker, a 2/3 with Changeling. So it's every creature type, including, you guessed it, human. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, which, you guessed it, human. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells of the chosen type from the top of your library. So basically, hey, your library is kind of like a secondary hand when there's a human on top. Let's just keep utilizing those humans again and again and again, digging down deeper into our deck, getting more humans, more flashback value. Speaking of value, Herald's Horn enters battlefield as a creature type, human. Creatures of the chosen type, which are humans, cost 1 to cast. Game your upkeep, look at the top of your library. If it's a human, you may reveal it in your hand. So again, get extra creatures off the top of your library into your hand for more value. And speaking of value, save mana, a lot of mana throughout the game with that cost reduction. And speaking of cost reduction, Urza's Incubator takes it up an even bigger level. Hey, enters battlefield, choose human. Great, humans are going to cost 2 less to cast. So yeah, this can reduce your human cost down to next to nothing for a lot of them. Again, like Realm Walker, just a single mana then. What's not to love about that? And of course, when it comes to utilizing cards that, are great for tribal decks, yeah, this up budget really helps us out with cards like Kindred Discovery. Hey, enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, human. Whenever a creature you control the chosen type, which is human, enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. So on top of, again, getting that flashback value whenever we're getting a creature, a human into play, essentially, right? We also are getting that trigger to draw a card. And on top of that, draw cards on attack too. Yeah, this can provide us an absurd amount of card advantage. And speaking of an advantage, Reflections of Litjara enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, you're copying it, so you're doubling up on your humans as well, going even wider. And yeah, things can get pretty ridiculous. And speaking of ridiculous, Cavern of Souls. Yeah, if you got the budget for it, it is an incredible tribal card. Hey, enters the battlefield, choose human. Great! It can tap bright colors, which that's nice, but also it can tap to add 1 mana of any color. You can only spend it to cast a human, and it can't be countered, making your humans uncounterable with a land. Gross. Yeah, that is an incredible card and a great card for a deck that, most tribal decks out there, this is just a great card. Overall, a very interesting take on human tribal. Again, hey, here's a benefit whenever you're casting your humans. Let's just flash things back. Basically, all your humans now are Snapcaster mages, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, you can do a lot of exciting and powerful things with this combination. Yeah, I think a lot of players out there are going to be pretty excited about this one. If you're one of those players, make sure you check out that card list link in the description below. And with that, today's episode is coming to a close. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. We also have a ton of brand new t-shirt designs in stock, so make sure you check out those as well. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG Player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.